right now. Don't look too closely because I need a pedicure. So I'm over here feeling a little insecure about it. Anyways, the press conference got a bit heated there. It seemed to get a little bit more heated than I think than any of the other press events you guys have done. What were your thoughts overall?
It's time. So really, when it's time, like you're really tired of everything, you're really ready to make it happen. I mean, that's what it's all about. Going in there and go getting busy, doing everything. See, this is not about the last 8 weeks, 10 weeks. This is about the last 15, 16 years. Like, I mean, every year we've been with Crawford. This is what this is all about.
When Terence was mentioning, when he said things can turn deadly, your reaction was almost like, what the hell is he talking about? But I think, did you understand what he meant by that?
I knew what he was talking about, but it's disrespectful to threaten a room full of people in front of a room full of people. That's crazy. How you threatening people? Now, who does that? Like, you know, nobody. I mean, real killers don't do that.
You and Bomac also had a few insults.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't know what he said about me, but I mean, and I never really said anything about him.
Okay.
But when he gets,
You responded.
Yeah. You know, yeah. It's okay. I know. I said I never really said anything about him before, but today, you know, we don't.
Okay. And the final words for people who are still maybe on the fence of purchasing this pay-per-view.
Come out, watch the fight. It's going to be very explosive. The press conference won't even add up to what you'll see in the ring, and you'll see some great fighters and one undisputed champion from Southern Texas.
Thank you for your time.
Derrick, did you find it amusing that?
I'm going to be with you. Who?
I'm
moving to your house. Oh, yo,
Derrick.
Did
you find it amusing
my uncle
that?
told me you was here.
Oh, what's up, man?
I spoke to Anthony Joshua a couple of weeks ago, and he said he watches Errol spar and things like that. Is that something you encourage him to do?
Yeah, I have, just to kind of see because you can show them something, you can teach them something, but to actually see somebody doing what you teach, then he's like, oh, I understand, I get it. So yeah.
And obviously he's got the white fight coming up. Just wanted you to just respond to comments from Carl Fropp saying he should retire if he loses Dillian White on August 12th. Is he putting that pressure on himself?
Man, I mean, people in England are full of shit. Like, how do y'all talk like y'all act like y'all got 29 world champions? Did Carl Fropp quit when he lost to somebody? Why did Anthony Joshua quit? So it's crazy. I mean, what's the question?
Is he putting pressure on himself?
I don't even think about it. Nobody, listen, man, you can't be around me and think about losing. I don't believe in that.
Final prediction for Saturday night,
Hey,
Derrick.
Errol Spence been the undisputed champion of the world.
Right. Derrick, were you kind of amused that they were talking about we've been here before, you haven't, talking about undisputed, but you have been there before when it comes to being undisputed with Jamel Charlo?
I think that they just kind of like, they don't get it. I mean, yeah, we've been here before, they've been here before. I mean, you know, they've never been on, well, really, he's the only fighter ever to be on pay-per-view and taken off pay-per-view. So he's never really been here before. See what I'm saying?
Never been in a big event like
Never been in a big event. And listen, remember when he fought, what's the guy named Green Mean Machine? He was on pay-per-view, they took him off pay-per-view. It's never happened before. That's history.
Why are you so? We've never seen you like this before, Derrick, at the press conference. Yeah.
When you're talking to people, listen, man. When you know how people feel about you, people like this. You can be cool when you know how somebody feel about you. When you get close to them, how you feel? How you feel? You gotta be. You can be cool, but you gotta be on the inside. You gotta be.
you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Do you think this is just kind of a little ploy from his side of the tracks, where whatever, as far as like just trying to get Errol off his game?
But he didn't do it. Errol didn't do anything. I mean, it was like somebody else walked out.
Well, Errol kept saying you're too emotional. You're too emotional.
Yeah.
What's he getting at?
That's what I'm saying.
I think so too. Because I mean, you got, where you from? New York? Where you from?
DC.
Yeah, you from LA? If people somebody say that to somebody, where you from? What does that mean?
Yeah.
To what? Like, come on, man! Like, you for real? Like, you in front of the world? What? But listen, what real killer does that?
People from Nebraska, obviously.
Threaten a room full of people in front of a room full of people on television?
Hey, I really did like how Terence tried to de-escalate the situation.
No, that wasn't.
That was professional, though.
Man, you know how silly you sound.
When
How's
he was
that
trying to talk
de-escalate?
it down.
I'm gonna kill you, but if I don't want to have to kill you because were you for real? That's not de-escalation.
I thought he tried it. He did
Where
try.
you from?
Texas. I'm from the same
What
place.
about Dallas?
West Texas, Midland, Odessa.
Okay,
I'm
well
about
listen.
4 hours away
Come on, Chicago. Somebody say.
Oak Cliff not here with a roll like
Well, I'm
that.
just gonna say, like, I'm in life, like, man, who? Think about it, you're a multimillionaire. You threatening a room full of people, and then
What if
oh,
Terence would argue? I was responding to the young man who was
but
starting
but
off
you-
first.
Okay, but it's like, man, everybody got hecklers. Everybody hecklers all over the place, right? I mean, come on,
part of the
man.
Does it
business.
show how mentally weak Crawford might be?
I don't know that.
Spence didn't respond to nobody in the crowd but Crawford did.
They stopped talking, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Derrick, we saw Terence at his meet. I know it's just a media workout, but he wasn't doing a whole lot of lateral movement. It was a lot of coming forward. If he's gonna fight like that, what's in
Then
store?
what you do is you don't really show what you're gonna do in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's all.
I mean, I mean, you don't show what you're gonna do in the ring.
surprise.
That's right.
You keep them guessing and thinking. So yeah.
So you don't think he'll be fighting like that, trying to come forward early in the fight?
Well, I think he eventually will, because I mean, I think that I think he will, but I think that at the same time, you know, it's how you running the roads and you know whatever. You never know what happens.
Are you having fun? You excited?
Hey man, well really, it's not fun. This work. You know what I mean? Like I have fun on Sunday. I'm on my flight to London.
Hey, Derrick, you have a huge fight coming up, aside from this fight with Jamel and Canelo. Everybody's concerned with Jamel jumping up two weight classes. He has a huge frame, but everybody's talking about will it hurt him in the later round? How do you guys deal with that as far as gaining the weight? Does he gain too much weight? Does he want to stay quick?
I think that in life you should never get too heavy in your thoughts and anything else. So I mean that's the answer to that. And I think that you have to be able to be loose and free, and be able to do what you need to do.
How do you see that fight?